Okay, I have to say it right off the top.
Get it out. Just let it out.
I am sorry, but the sheer frustration is, like, completely overwhelming my nervous system right now. Aiden has officially ruined the entire concept of romance for me.
Oh, completely burned it to the ground.
Literally burned it to the ground, scattered the ashes, and, like, salted the earth so nothing beautiful can ever grow there again.
It is staggering, truly.
If a man ever, and I mean ever, asks me for a heads up before I speak to another human being, like he is, I don't know, a parole officer actively monitoring my ankle bracelet, I am leaving the planet.
Booking a one-way ticket to Mars, I assume?
A one-way ticket, I am out.
I mean, we are basically watching a masterclass in the absolute delusion of control.
It's a sickness.
The man is treating human flirtation and, like, organic chemistry like he's middle management at a corporate logistics fund.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah.
Like, please submit your romantic itinerary in triplicate to the shared drive before you proceed to the terrace. It is chilling to watch.
The audacity is just unmatched. But anyway, babes, welcome back.
We survived another week.
We did. We love you. We see you. And babes, we are so glad to have you here.
We really are. And we need you today because we are spiraling.
We are fully spiraling. And to help with the spiral, I just need the Snark squad to know that the peach Pellinis are officially on deck.
I see you over there with your glass. You look entirely too pleased with yourself.
Because, babes, these might actually be the drink of the summer. I'm calling it right now.
Okay, let's analyze this.
Just think about the sensory experience. It's the lush peach flavor, right?
Right.
And it's that fresh puree mixed with, like, the exact right effervescence of the bubbles. It hits your palate and it just instantly fixes your mood.
It triggers a dopamine response for sure.
Exactly. I am insisting, as of this exact moment, that every single brunch moving forward has to include one. Mimosas are dead.
Okay, I am going to apply a little analytical friction here.
Don't ruin this for me.
I'm not ruining the flavor profile because obviously it's delicious, but they are dangerously easy to drink.
That's the point.
It is essentially alcoholic nectar. We have 2 of those, you think you're just aggressively hydrating with fruit juice, and by the 3rd, your prefrontal cortex shuts down.
I mean, maybe just a little.
And suddenly you are texting your ex from 2019 asking if he still has your favorite oversized hoodie. It's a gateway beverage to catastrophic decisions.
But it is an aesthetic catastrophic decision.
Oh, his aesthetic is undeniable.
It gives total soft girl, rich aunt, European vacation energy. Like, when I hold this glass, I feel like I should be wearing a structured linen set on a balcony in Italy, just actively avoiding my corporate emails.
The visual branding is powerful. I will concede that. But Snark Squad, proceed with caution.
Hydrate responsibly, babes. But speaking of questionable decisions, we have received so many listener confessions this week.
The inbox is a disaster zone of morality.
It really is. The shady, snarky, or stupid submissions are overflowing, and we absolutely have to read a few.
Let's establish the moral baseline for the day. Hit me with the first one.
Okay, confession number 1. A listener wrote in and confessed that she secretly gained access to her roommate's phone and changed her dating app radius to 500 kilometers.
Oh, that is fascinating.
Right. And the motivation was that she was completely exhausted from hearing her roommate obsess over the exact same local guy every single night.
The spatial psychology of that is incredible.
So what is the verdict? Is this shady or snarky? Because I think it's absolutely hilarious, but objectively, it's slightly evil.
See, I don't view this as evil at all.
You don't. You're playing God with her GPS.
I declare this an absolute masterclass in boundary setting, just executed through a technological loophole.
Boundary setting.
Oh, yeah.
You hacked her personal device.
Look at the underlying mechanism. If you are trapped in a lease with someone who is endlessly analyzing a dead-end connection.
The worst.
Like, why didn't he text? What did this punctuation mean? He walked past the coffee shop but didn't look in. That is a form of psychological warfare.
True. It is exhausting.
You are trapped in her cognitive loop. Expanding that radius forces a pattern interrupt.
So you're saying it's therapeutic?
It's exposure therapy. It forces her to look at entirely different demographics of men in completely different states. It breaks the hyperfixation, highly snarky, and, frankly, a public service.
You are actively endorsing cybercrimes, but I do respect the sociological justification.
Thank you. What's the second one?
Okay, confession 2. A listener was deep stalking an ex's social media.
A classic mistake.
And they accidentally liked a photo from 2018.
Oh, no.
And the panic was so severe that they immediately deleted the entire app from their phone. Verdict. Snarky or stupid.
Oh, this is aggressively stupid.
Wait, no, I totally relate to this.
You would?
The sheer panic of that moment. Your thumb slips, that little red heart animation pops up on a photo from 6 years ago, and your soul just detaches from your physical form.
But deleting the app does nothing.
Deleting the app is the only logical flight response. You have to burn the evidence.
You aren't burning the evidence, you're just closing your own eyes.
It feels like you're hiding it.
Deleting the app does not intercept the data packet sent to the server. The push notification is still on his lock screen.
Ugh, don't say that. It makes me sweat.
Your brain interpreted a social threat with the same severity as a physical predator. It said lion, and you threw your phone into the bushes.
Exactly. Pure survival.
But the notification is still there. You're just hiding under the covers while the house burns down. Undeniably stupid.
Okay, fine. What is the actual fix then, Mr. Logic?
You rapidly, unlike the 2018 photo, navigate to their most recent post from yesterday, and like that one.
Oh, a decoy.
Exactly. You create a decoy trail to make it look like a casual present-day scroll rather than a digital excavation, and then you sit with the residual anxiety like an adult.
I am sweating just visualizing the timeline of executing that maneuver. No, I am throwing the phone in the ocean.
We expect nothing less. What is the third confession?
Okay, confession 3. This is the controversial one. Buckle up.
I'm ready.
A listener discovered that her best friend's boyfriend was actively flirting with other women in his DMs.
Terrible.
She got the evidence, screenshotted everything, but she waited until after the friend's massive birthday trip to tell her because she didn't want to ruin the vacation.
Oh, absolutely not. That is insanely shady.
No, I am vehemently defending this.
Are you out of your mind?
This is the ultimate form of loyalty. You are the designated protector of the birthday vibes.
You are letting your best friend sleep next to a confirmed cheater for an entire week.
But look at the economics of it.
Economics?
Yes. She spent thousands of dollars on this trip. If you drop that nuclear bomb the day before the flight, the trip is entirely ruined.
As it should be.
No. She spends the whole week crying behind sunglasses by the pool. The photos are ruined. The money is lost.
Huh.
You pack away those screenshots, you paste on a smile, you order another margarita.
You were complicit in the deception.
And the exact second the landing gear touches the tarmac at home, you ruin his life.
I completely refuse to agree with this. That is paternalistic deception. You are deciding what emotional pain she can handle.
I am protecting her peace.
Every memory she makes on that trip is now built on a dual betrayal. She's going to look at those photos and think, my boyfriend was betraying me, and my best friend was eating a club sandwich across from me, smiling, knowing the entire time.
It makes me a vault. You cannot detonate someone's life on their birthday.
The social contract of friendship demands informed consent. If you let me split a dinner bill with a man messaging other women, we are no longer friends.
You are viewing this clinically. The emotional fallout.
The emotional fallout of realizing your best friend can lie to your face for a week.
We are never going to agree. We are at a philosophical impasse. Snark Squad, you have to break the tie in the comments.
My algorithm must be broken, because I thought I understood your moral framework, and now I know you'd let me vacation with a traitor.
Hey, just as the algorithm predicts our desires, it exposes our hidden depths.
Segue of the century.
Thank you. Because we have both been spending far too much time chronically online on TikTok, and babes, we have fallen into completely different algorithm spirals.
The virgin realities, really.
My feed right now is pure serotonin. I am obsessed with tiny apartment makeovers.
Of course you are.
I'm talking 200 square feet in New York, and they somehow use spatial geometry to fit a velvet sectional.
It's an illusion.
I am deep into luxury train travel aesthetics. I want to be in a dining car on the Orient Express.
Oh, and dogs wearing little yellow rain boots stomping in puddles.
Very soft, girl.
And the best part? ASMR refrigerator restocking. Someone placing perfectly washed strawberries into clear acrylic bins. It soothes my nervous system.
That sounds like a digital lobotomy.
What is your terrifying feed, then?
I am deep into ancient history conspiracies, like acoustic levitation used to build the Egyptian pyramids.
Acoustic what?
Sound frequencies manipulating gravity to move limestone blocks. Fascinating stuff. I'm also heavily invested in the cutthroat world of competitive cheese rolling.
Wait, cheese rolling? Like chasing dairy down a hill? It is a profound sociological event in Gloucestershire. Hundreds of people hurled their bodies down a near vertical incline, casing a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese.
That sounds so violent.
People are breaking collarbones, snapping femurs, all for a dairy product. It's the human desire for archaic chaos.
Yeah.
Throw in chaotic street interviews and rankings of the world's weirdest museums, and that's my algorithm.
Your algorithm is an absolute stress dream.
It keeps me sharp.
But it raises a profound question. Does the algorithm actually know us better than we know ourselves?
Unquestionably. It's the ultimate mirror.
You think so?
Yes. You present as this dramatic emotional commentator, but your subconscious craves order. You want perfectly measured fruit containers and dogs with dry feet. You crave control.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I present as analytical and organized, but my brain thrives on the unpredictable chaos of people throwing themselves down a hill. The algorithm sees the void, and it fills it.
I feel incredibly exposed right now. I do not like being psychoanalyzed by code.
The code never lies.
Well, babes, enough about our own spirals. Let's head into the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Because speaking of men who desperately try to algorithmically control women, we need to recap this absolute mess.
Yes. Time to dissect the apology tours and the unmitigated audacity of the male ego.
Okay, setting the scene. It is the morning after the Not That Deep challenge, and we know these villas are pressure cookers.
Sociometric tests disguised as games.
Exactly. And the tension in that kitchen was thick. Everyone aggressively buttering toast, avoiding eye contact, pretending it's water under the bridge.
But the vibe shift was palpable.
Deeply toxic. But then we get the truce between Samraj and Priya, which shocked me.
I have to analytically respect this moment.
Really?
Yes, because we see so many performative apologies to save face with the public. But they pulled each other and they demonstrated actual accountability.
They did own up to the words they used.
They acknowledged that telling each other to F off and calling each other embarrassing was a disproportionate escalation. They named the specific behavior. Rare emotional maturity.
It was mature. But I have to say it. Samraj still possesses negative riz.
Oh, absolute zero romantic magnetism.
Even his apology felt clinical, like an HR mediation. Let us shake hands and return to our cubicles.
True, very wooden. But compared to Aiden's disastrous apology to Jasmine, Samraj is a master diplomat.
Oh my God, Aiden, I was pacing my living room over this.
The audacity.
He pulls Jasmine to apologize for calling her off-putting, but his exact phrasing was, I am sorry for my tone, but you are off-putting, and if we were dating, I couldn't stand it.
He doubled down on the insult inside the apology.
Yes. Who does that?
That's classic compensatory control theory.
Explain that, because he just looks like a jerk to me.
He feels a lack of personal control because Yasmin is pulling away. So he attempts to exert control externally. Jasmine is a strong woman who doesn't modulate her voice for him.
Right.
That threatens his fragile sense of order. So he frames her personality as the problem, excusing his rudeness as just being honest, while demanding she change who she is.
That makes perfect sense. And the internet was roasting him. Someone said he is thicker than a thesaurus.
An incredibly accurate description. The lights are on, but nobody is home.
But the silver lining was Kavan. Kavan actually stepped up and defended Jasmine against his own brother.
A fascinating display of peer intervention. Jasmine's himbo training is yielding incredible results.
Himbo training, I love it.
She gave him explicit instructions the day before. When someone disrespects me, back me up. Kavan processed the feedback and executed perfectly.
It was beautiful. But Aiden is unchecked. He is actively policing Lorenzo's movements now. We have to unpack this Lorenzo.
Well, I got a love triangle implies three intersecting sides. This is a straight line between Lorenzo and Yasmin, with Aiden 40 feet away in the bushes with binoculars.
I was screaming when Aiden demanded a heads up from Lorenzo. Hey, bro, just let me know if you're going to kiss her, bro. What is this?
It's mate guarding, but executed so pathetically, he's acting like an air traffic controller. Flight Lorenzo is requesting permission to land on Yasmin's face.
It's embarrassing. And Yasmin is giving him the absolute coldest shoulder in reality TV history.
As she should.
She tells Lorenzo she genuinely fancies him and then drops the ultimate payload. My mom would love you.
When woman brings up her mother's hypothetical approval, Aiden is dead in the water.
Deceased. But Lorenzo's strategy is so weird. He operates purely on logic. And that outfit?
The brown metallic matching set.
What even is brown metallic? It sounds like a 2004 Honda Civic.
He looks like an alien anthropologist studying human courtship.
Oh.
He just monotones and says, I'm going to put pressure on you now. Here are my compliments.
And it works.
Because of the contrast effect. Our perception is influenced by comparison. Lorenzo doesn't need smooth delivery. He just needs to be the polar opposite of Aiden.
Aiden is volatile, so Lorenzo being an unbothered robot is actually soothing.
Exactly. Lorenzo's an emotional anchor.
Well, speaking of clinging to life rafts, let's talk about Sam. This leads right into the messiest game of the season.
The Namibia, Sam, and Victoria carousel.
Namibia's breakup with Sam was brutal. She just bluntly tells him the spark isn't there. No sugarcoating.
I applaud her execution. A masterpiece of Machiavellian strategy. She used him for a visa into the villa, secured her position, and immediately binned him.
Ruthless. And Sam gave her a rose the day prior.
Production handed him that rose through a shrub, let's be real.
Even so. The ink wasn't dry on his devastation before he bounces straight to Victoria and whisks her to the hideaway.
The rapid turnaround.
And honestly, I swooned over that hideaway scene.
You are so easily swayed.
No, there was genuine sexual tension. They were giggling, she was excited, it was giving cherry lip gloss vibes.
I am pushing back heavily on this. I completely question Sam's intentions.
You think it was fake?
It's a narcissistic injury. Was he actually into Victoria, or was she just a paper plate at a party? Useful for a moment, easily discarded because Namibia rejected him.
A paper plate, that's so cynical.
Look at the data. Victoria wanted him the night before. He rejected her for Namibia. The second Namibia drops him, he suddenly realizes his deep tension with Victoria. I don't buy it. It's textbook rebound.
I want to believe he realized his mistake. But we'll never know because the Truth or Dare challenge exploded everything.
Before the social dynamics, I must roast the production budget.
Oh my god, the pink painted breeze block.
A literal cinder block hit with Krylon spray paint. Minimalist brutalism.
Seriously, yesterday they had foam machines. Today we're pulling index cards off construction debris.
But the psychological warfare was maximalist. De-individuation sets in, inhibitions lower, and chaos ensues.
Mika saying Simba would be best in bed because of his aura.
Simba is a walking sociological study, radiating toxic energy, but the halo effect makes him the hottest commodity.
He was on fire. And then we have Samraj. Poor, tragic Samraj.
This is when my soul detached from my body.
He gets dared to chat seductively to Mika. The music drops, he leans in and he whispers, "I'm cold, I'm tired, let's go to bed."
The secondhand embarrassment was a physical weight on my chest. It is the most anti-seductive moment in broadcast history.
I had to pause the TV and walk a lap. Mika wanted to evaporate.
A breathtaking collapse.
And while he's failing, Angelista is losing her grip over Simba. She was glaring daggers after Simba kissed Mika.
Vibrating with rage. She's known him 48 hours, and she's acting like a spouse discovering infidelity. Profound lack of emotional regulation.
Hyper-possessive. But that wasn't even the biggest fight, the Ope and Victoria feud.
The pressure cooker blew its valve.
Ope names Victoria the biggest game player based on complete secondhand hearsay.
And Victoria's retaliation was a masterstroke of stoicism.
She just calmly calls him a red flag, a liar, and says he exaggerates. Didn't raise her voice at all.
But Ope's reaction. He started huffing, aggressively rubbing his face, rolling his eyes. Let's dissect this pattern.
Oh, he has a huge pattern.
All of his escalated beefs are specifically with women. When a woman holds up a mirror to him, he spirals into rejection-sensitive dysphoria.
He manufactures conflict as a defense mechanism. It's uncomfortable to watch.
And that bad blood bled directly into the brutal double dumping.
The couples had to rank each other. Lola and Sean at the top, Ope and Victoria at the bottom.
And here we see Sam's cutthroat survival instinct. He actively campaigned that his entirely dead connection with Namibia was somehow better than Ope and Victoria's.
He threw his bro Ope right under the bus.
To save his own skin, he manipulated the consensus, and then the text drops.
Immediate elimination. No public vote. Just pack your bags.
And Ope's reaction was raw fury, dropping multiple F-bombs echoing across the pool.
I was devastated for Victoria. She barely unpacked. She was so classy.
And then the dark comedy commenced. Sam's tears.
Sobbing uncontrollably.
But he wasn't crying over Victoria leaving. He was grieving the loss of his bro Ope, the man he just actively eliminated.
Makes no sense. Now Sam is at absolute square one. Namibia dumped him, Victoria's gone, Ope is gone.
And we have to address the intense internet backlash to this.
Oh, the optics were jarring.
The show cleared out 2 Black Islanders in a single vote. Viewers pointed out that based on merit, Sam or Namibia should have gone. They were a dead couple.
Exactly. But Victoria absorbs the collateral damage. It really highlights the unconscious biases in group voting.
The tragedy of internal politics.
All right, now that the dust has settled, it's time to officially grade the remaining connections. Segment 1, couple chemistry check.
I have my rubrics prepared. Attraction, communication, delusion, long-term potential, and entertainment. Out of 10.
Let's start with the disaster class, Aiden and Yasmin.
Attraction. 4. Yasmin is physically repulsed, though they look aesthetically pleasing. Communication. 2. He dictates, he doesn't communicate.
Delusion is 10 out of 10.
Earnestly believes he holds jurisdictional authority. Long-term potential. 0. She will flee the continent. Entertainment. 8. Purely for the cringe factor.
Totally agree. Next, Lorenzo and Yasmin. I'll score this. Attraction. 8. The brown metallic magic is working. Communication. 5. A little too logical.
Processing a data set.
Delusion. 3. Long-term potential. 6. I could see them coasting. Entertainment. 9.
I will defend that 9 to the death. Watching a man say, I'm going to put pressure on you now with 0 inflection is endlessly fascinating.
Okay, final pairing. Samraj and Mika.
Attraction. 2. Mika looks at him like confusing IKEA furniture. Communication. 6. Delusion. 5. Long-term potential. 1. Entertainment. 3.
I'm stepping in to justify that 3 because it would be a 0 if not for his tragic seduction attempt. That earns pity points.
A bleak reality.
Which brings us to segment 2. The Villa group chat, acting out their fictional WhatsApp the morning after.
The chat is titled Villa Vibes, but the vibes are rancid.
Okay, it's 7 a.m. Ope drops a message from the airport terminal. He sends a 4-minute voice note of just heavy sighing and complaining about brotherhood, followed by, still think you're all liars, TBH.
Amazing. Meanwhile, Angelista is lurking. Simba sends an innocuous message like making coffee, and she just responds with passive-aggressive thumbs-up emojis.
The ultimate digital weapon. And then Aiden chimes in. Hey, Lorenzo, drop a Google Calendar invite for the next time you look at Yasmin. Just need a heads up, bro.
And Namibia. Her status is unread, notifications muted. She has transcended the peasants.
Living her best life on airplane mode. The delusion in that chat would be astronomical, leading us to segment 3, the delusion draft.
Drafting the Islanders, living in entirely fabricated realities. Illusory superiority.
I hold the first pick. I draft Aiden. He ignores empirical data, demands flight itineraries for a flirtation, and is blind to the fact that his controlling behavior is driving Yasmin away. Undisputed mayor of Delulu Island.
Statistically sound. I counter with Ope. He lived in an alternate dimension where getting huffy and rolling his eyes at women would win their affection, completely blind to his own red flags.
Incredibly valid. But we need our debate pick. We both had Sam hovering on the radar.
The weeping survivor.
I think he's delusional for ever believing Namibia genuinely liked him. How do you misread those emotional cues that spectacularly?
See, I disagree on the root cause. I think he's delusional for believing he has any strategic game left to play. He is entirely single, highly vulnerable, and acting like the main character. Structurally, he is an NPC, a non-playable character waiting to be written out of the code.
An NPC, harsh but mathematically accurate. Which brings us to our final segment, the soft girl survival kit.
If we were dropped onto the island tomorrow as bombshells, what is our tactical gear? Outfit, beauty product, snack, target to avoid, and target to flirt with.
I'll go first. Outfit. Full Barbie pink, ostrich feathers, sequins, dominating the visual hierarchy. Beauty product.
Yeah.
Glossy brown metallic lip, obviously.
Preparing for the hideaway.
Snack. Chilled pitcher of peach Bellinis. Target to avoid. Ope. His negative energy is probably trapped in the patio cushions. And target to flirt with immediately. Sam.
The weeping NPC.
Yes. Psychological warfare. He is emotionally broken. I compliment his shirt. He proposes by sunset. Easiest path to safety.
That is the most predatory strategy I've ever heard. You are hunting for sport.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
What's your kit?
Rooted in logic and defense. Outfit. Structured, neurodivergent friendly linen set in olive green. Practical, intimidating, beauty product. SPF 100 to deflect the glare of Aiden's jealousy.
Very practical.
Snack. A bacon sandwich.
Oh, what?
A tactical distraction. I feed it to Aiden's empty brain to keep him occupied while I plot.
Taming a man with processed deli meats.
Target to avoid. Aiden. Target to flirt with. Simba.
You just diagnosed his toxic aura.
Exactly. I need to conduct a scientific study on his magnetism. And honestly, I want to see how fast I can make Angelista spiral into sending me thumbs-up emojis.
You are an absolute villain. She would hurl a pink breeze block at your head.
I would calculate the trajectory and duck.
Well, on that terrifying note, we have unpacked all our messy opinions. Now it's time to throw the chaos over to the listeners.
4 questions for the Snark Squad.
Question 1. Which listener confession deserved the biggest side-eye? The 500-kilometer radius, the 2018 photo, or the birthday trip betrayal?
Question 2. Which TikTok rabbit hole hacked your algorithm? Soft girl ASMR or competitive cheese rolling?
Question 3. Which islander is the biggest walking red flag? Avon or Ope?
And question 4. Are peach Bellinis officially the drink of the summer?
The answer is yes, but defend it anyway. Drop your thesis in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with another snarker.
Because reality TV drama requires community.
So true. But babes, I want to leave you with one final thought. We laughed at Aiden and Ope's delusion today, but studies show over 80% of people suffer from illusory superiority. We all think we are highly logical.
Where are you going with this?
If your romantic life, texts, and internal monologues were edited into a 45-minute broadcast tonight, what behavior of yours would look like a glaring red flag to the Snark Squad? What delusion are you protecting?
A chilling thought to end on.
Stay messy, stay flirty, and we'll see you on the Snark side.